All right. Farmer Andrews here again. As you can see, we are out harvesting. Harvesting some silage. Going for some silage. And we got some mowing action going on. Then we got this guy sitting here waiting. So we are starting to be in need of a lot of food. Let's see how many cows we have. We have 2,300 cows. That's a lot of cows. Um, Still, we're keeping up with the food. See, straw is getting a little low, so we're definitely going to have to plant some wheat or something after this. I have $1.1 million. I could start to spend a little bit. So I could, for example, let's see, I still think I have both planters. So I have one 450 and one 250 horse planter. So we have a little bit of room. I think we're about to need another tractor because this is going to have to be plowed. All of these has to get harvested and be plowed, but we could buy this field and plant it. Let's see how much they want for this field. 429,000. Yeah, let's buy it. Now, that leaves us with 700,000. So here's the question. We could buy another 450 horse tractor. So we could use either the plow or the big planter. I think that's the way to go. Or, that one is a little bit too small. Could buy one of these. They're kind of fun, a little different. Or do we just go for big, fit 517 horsepower? Or we could go for a big John Deere with 670 horsepower. Or we could go for something really fun like this puppy. I kind of like these Syrians. They're kind of cool. They're a little different. Yeah, let's go with one of these. Let's see how much power. So 490 is the small one, 530. So it seems like those are the options. Yeah, we don't really need more than 490. So we could, if we are a little careful, we're definitely going duals on this. US design. Now, let's see. Attach your type here. Oops. Okay, so that's the front one. Take a look. What we want is a tree point. So we can use this to either mow or whatever. So that's going to cost us 430,000. Yeah, what the heck. All right, so this is going. He's got a little bit of time. He's going to do one more lap. And this thing is a monster. I like it. I mean, it's not the big John Deere, but it's kind of cool in its own way, I think. I kind of like this thing. Now that which one is my big planter here? I'm not entirely sure. I'll probably repaint one of these so that they're a different color. All right, so this is the big one. So what are we going to do? We're going to plant barley. Let's plant barley. So we're going to start planting barley on this field over here. And then as soon as the silage is done, we can start plowing using this tractor as soon as I'm done planting. That way, by the time I'm done harvesting, I should be able to plant everywhere. This is, of course, benefit having two big enough tractors to pull this equipment. That's the best way to do this in this field. Let's start right here. Field number 8. Now we could, of course, cheat and combine these two fields, but let's not. Let's not do that on this one. All right, we'll do 3 laps, 5% overlap. Generate that. Go back here. Save course. F8, 18 meters. There we go. Let's get ourselves line this right here. All right, so that's running good barley. I think you're gonna have to get a butt over here. Unload this thing over here. Can't remember what speed this runs at. I think 9, it might be 6. So this thing should be getting full. I think if you get about 100,000 off, it could be good. Okay, so it looks like 6. Oh, come on. We gotta float more. Oh, this thing's gonna run away on me. Come on, harvest. I think I offload enough to finish the field, but we'll try to stay with it as long as possible. Get some more offloaded here. Oh yeah. Man, this thing needs to have faster offload speed. Of course, it is rather large, so I suppose it's okay. I think this is the first time we have all these fields with corn, so I wonder how much silage we're going to get. So we're not going to empty this trailer out. We're going to keep harvesting, see how much we get. I can guess around 3 million. Well, maybe not quite that much. All right, that should be the mower being finished. Of course, we don't have anything to harvest with. Well, we do kind of. We could do it the old school way. All right, so let's get the mower going. Feel for it. I need to remember to set this to not fold, but I want it to fold except for this field. So. Now there are, of course, mods that could mow a lot wider than this, but I like it. All right, let's mow one more field. Field 13. So I could have harvested this earlier. I'm like, hey, you know what? Let's do some massive harvesting corn and grass at the same time. So we could use the harvest wagon to harvest this instead of the big one. Take a little bit more time, but if I can do both at the same time, that's still good. So let's see how our tractor does here. This is a massive planter. This is why we need a dual step power. The only problem with these duals on this compared to an articulating tractor is that the wheels sometimes get way too close for comfort since you don't have the angle of the tractor these things wheels. Somebody come out with a mod where these monitors actually show the work done. Don't try it, it's for fun. All right, let's see, how's the harvester doing? All right, so we emptied up most of it. Good, good, good. All right, 29 minutes on it, 35 minutes on that, and 18 minutes on that. All right. Lots of harvesting being done. Now I could, of course, have yet one more tractor. So I could run the harvest wagon, but I think that's a waste at this point. You know, so I only have these fields. I think when I start to buy some of these other fields, then it's going to become more important to do more at the same time. But we could. This is one thing to do. We could fertilize, so we don't have to wait to harvest the grass before we fertilize. I think that's right field. Okay. Mini map up. Tell. That way we get this guy out of the way before we start to pick up the grass. So the question is whether we rake it or not. If we're going to use the harvest wagon, there's no point in raking it. We'll just put a tractor on the wagon and go. So I think every tractor except for this one that I have is big enough to pull the wagon. Yep, so we had a 295, 490, and 458. So yeah, so both of these and the little claws are all big enough to pull the wagon. But I do need this one to pick up what you're harvesting. I mean, I could leave it next to the field when I start the next field. Just leave the wagon next to the field and, we could do that. If I go back here and actually empties this out right now, then we park it and then we start to harvest. Hey, that might work. I know, I'm easily excitable. See, efficiency. Get as much done as we can in the shortest possible time. Why does he put away from it? The driver is drunk. That might be a mistake. All right. So here's what we're going to do. Jump off this little hill. In respect. Then for now, we're going to park this guy right there. I think. Then we grab a forage wagon from over here. Now, I said, I don't think there's much benefit in raking as long as we're using this guy. Some, but not much to do it. All right, and then we do mow field 11. This goes. Yeah, they're gonna sell this planter now. I don't think I'm using it anymore. That's going there. Yeah, see, I think we'll have plenty of room to finish this field without needing to unfloat again. So we unfloat before we start the next field. This guy is just finishing his second lap. All right, this guy's working on the second lap. So this thing has actually an IVT transmission on it. So in class speak, I think that's an infinitely variable transmission. And it is so weird to drive. I've driven couple of tractors with that, and it's just weird. because the sound versus speed and stuff like that is completely different. Because you'll idle it going downhill but not change speed, and then as you start to need more power, it just spins up to RPM. The speed never changes. It's just so weird. Good old days, when you needed more power, you changed down a gear because that was the only way you're gonna get more power. All right, so we got 2 harvesters, a mower, and a plow, or a planter running. All right, we're cruising through this thing. So 2,000 some cows, which means that it's just going to start to exponentially grow faster. So I'm going to keep track of it. So I'm going to start to save for another barn. So doing this measurable, I could of course get as much money as I had. I could just have expanded how many cows I have, but I don't want to risk running out of food because then you don't make any money. Not making money is bad. So let's see, we have 1.8 million of hay, so we're good with hay. We're harvesting for silage. I think we actually have some, let's see, milk. Yeah, lots of slurry. Thought we had Stroyer somewhere. There's not. Alright, never mind. So yeah, it's just going to take between 3 and 4 loads of this, I think. But that's okay. I mean, it's doing stuff that otherwise you'd just be sitting there waiting for silage, so it's perfectly fine. Sorry about that. So we have wrong number. All right. So 69%. So we should get up to the top in a little bit on the way back. Mower is running just fine. Yeah, it's getting complicated. Of course, we could speed all of this harvest up if I'd spent money on buying a second one of these, but I don't think that's quite necessary yet. I think by the time we have to make a third field into a grass field, then we probably need one dedicated just to do grass. At that point, I might actually consider just doing direct cut. The narrower than the other one is, but that saves the tractors. If you just dedicate one of these to just harvest grass, then whenever it's ready to harvest, you just send it out to harvest without having to worry about other equipment. So, might be some benefits to it. I don't know why that direct cut is only 6 meters, because if you can handle 9 meters of chopping corn, which is a lot worse than chopping grass, I think. So I don't know why it can't do at least a 9 meter for grass. So there are mods, but their mounts are kind of unrealistic. Needs to be unloaded. What needs to be unloaded? Huh? All right, you didn't even make it. Just made it a full lap. That's awesome. We need all the help we can get, so that's cool. Didn't think that was going to be quite ready that quick. All right, cool. Give me all the grass. Bad spot for crashing here. Go straight. Don't do that with a real life tractor. Bad idea. Whatever you do, don't fall in the hole. Yeah, this is going to be a little tricky getting right in the right start here. So we'll have to, I think we're going to have to start a little bit back here. That's okay. So it stopped right where this goes, so it's easy to get in the wrong one. So we'll try to avoid that. So we got this saying on the nearest waypoint instead of the first, which means it should pick this up right here, then take a turn. But we'll stay with it. Make sure that it does the right thing. All right, here we go. And go straight, keep picking up. Yep. And since I waited so long, this might be more than 3 loads. See, unlike when I run with a pickup in front, pickup in front will stay around there. This one won't, so I'll be leaving stuff in the corners, unfortunately. Not much I can do about that. All right, I've got 5 minutes. This field is so long, so it takes forever to drive around. These things have to mowing. This guy is doing something. Oh, yeah, it's because the weird air, the weird shape here. It does weird things. That's okay. These two fields really would make so much more sense to put into one because it's long, but it still has weird angles up here to get a little wider, so I'll just leave it. Oh, I must not have since I stopped having over to the little one. So can I? Just want to make sure we get this out of the way before harvester gets there. And we'll just park this over at the other grass field so it's ready to go when that's done. And everything will be cool. The timing here is going to be great for starting to plow the first field that the corn harvest is running on. You don't need to slow down so much. Okay. That's done. Move this over. Preload the fertilizer for field 13. Yeah, I think if I had the money, I'd pick up another one of the corn harvesters. But I do not have the money for that. We could stop harvesting corn after that field, pick up the grass, the rest of the grass on this side. That way we could run through a couple of cycles. We make about 200,000, so 175,000 net on the cows, probably a little bit more right now. So a couple of more cycles, we could probably afford to buy another harvester. But for now, we'll stay the course. The important thing is to get so we can buy another barn. All right. Leave this guy sitting right there. We're not going to need him for another 20 minutes. Do, 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 do. One more load. Wow, this might read 4 loads. So this was 4 cycles past when it first said it was ready to harvest. Man, if that's the truth, that might be worth doing instead of mowing it too many times. But 3 loads at immediately, that still would be more overall. See, this is the kind of math you have to do as a farmer. They say you don't need to understand math in school. Alright, so that should be the harvester, so we're going to unload that and get that going next field before we worry about this. Got way more corn to harvest than grass. Now if we're really evil, we convert everything to grass and just, well, can't do that. Dang it. How about that? Because we need straw. So, yep, so we're going to offload this first before we start. We really need to do that, but why not? Because we can make it around, but this way it can run longer before it has to stop. So the problem, of course, go more than 9 meters in the header. It's really hard to offload. They're like, you know, drawbacks to everything and benefits. Hmm. Don't drag this out. So yes, so the promise that you got to at least disc or plow after after harvesting corn before you can plant anything else. I don't think the discs in this game, unfortunately, count as plowing for this purpose. I think. I don't really have any. I got these two, I suppose. But really no benefit towards plowing. Yeah. Let's stick with the current plan. Alright, so off does that go. This guy's almost done, so as soon as that's done, we can start plowing. Alright, let's get this puppy back on the road. I can't remember exactly where we stopped. I think it was on the down way from here. Like 90% sure. It's a stupid thing. Next time Cutter's gonna go empty all the way down and then come back, I think. No. He might just cheat. Alright, so that was 2 loads. Awesome. I really should buy one of those JCB tractors because they're fast to get the haul stuff from the fields into the factory. That might be on my next shopping list. Maybe trading at one class for. There's a dot. We are finished mowing. Yay! Now time to start doing some real field work. So I think we'll plow the John Deere and we'll use the cloths, the big cloths we just bought to plant with. I could use this John Deere to rake up this field so there'll be less turns, save some time, but I think we got plenty of time to do what needs to be done. So we're gonna drop off the mower. Right there. Oops. Right there. And then pick up the plow. I think it's that one. You ready? Let's go. John Deere. This is a lot faster on moldboard plowing. Okay, how's this guy doing? I think, yeah, you can get rid of the lap before we need to empty it. I'm gonna stop and manually empty it. But I will not torch you to sit through another hour and a half of doing this. There are limits to how much I'll torch all of you. All right, that's load number 3. Oh, we might get 4 full loads. I'm close to it. Hoorah, we need it. Alright, so we'll finish harvesting this. Because I want to see. Because if I stop now, I can't remember how many loads I've had. So it's 3 loads. And it shouldn't be complete 4, but man, it's coming close, I think. Who knows? We'll see. Alright. So it's coming up on a lap and a half. Let's see why this takes forever. 7 miles per hour. 1 hour and 22 minutes. But it's a lot of corn. Yeah, talk about timing. Yeah, you don't even hear that. Obviously that's enough. Ready to plant it. We can get it ready. Right? That. Oh yeah, I'm planting with this one yet here. Alright. Cool enough. Just leave it sitting out here for now. Knocking out all the... That was a cow sound. Stop ahead. No, not do it. Shutting that puppy down, it's noisy. Yeah, how close are we gonna be? How close are we gonna be? How close are we gonna be? I'm super excited. This is way more to what I've ever harvested on this field. So that's good. He needs it. Alright, take manual control. It's much faster than these short little edges at the end here. Oops. I get trying to type something on the computer at the same time. It's like, concentrate, you're driving manually. Look at how close that's going to be. You know, if we got all those corners like we normally do, I bet you it would have filled it up. Grab this one way out. All right, next field. Field 13. Low, field 13. Load, activate. But since we have solo to go, we're just gonna pick that up on the way up to fill up instead of start driving around. It makes no sense to drive around this track little. I think driving this manually might be easier to do like this. See, you have a little marker on the nose to know where the middle is. Uh-huh. Yeah, it sure looks like you're going a lot faster when you see it from the inside. There you go. It's full. So yeah, it's a little bit short of 4 full loads. It's cool. I like it. Where did this harvester go to? All right. I don't know if he's going to get all the way around. We'll figure out. We will soon know. All right, well, you've seen the plowing started, you've seen the planting, you've seen the new tractor. That's the important part. Seen the grass harvest. So I think for now we're just gonna let these tractors harvest, but I'm gonna end this episode right here. Again, farm raiders, take care.